Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my ham radio room. Let me turn that thing down. Right now I'm monitoring 20 meters. I'm at 14.27 megahertz, and sounded like a good QSO was going on there with a guy in California who says he works for NASA, and he was telling about all of the extraterrestrials and everything that are out there and that have been documented. Sounded pretty interesting. But I thought I would make this video for Greg, give him an idea of what this little 100-watt radio station would do here. Today I am operating the old ICOM 707, and I purchased this rig many years ago when I lived in Eden, North Carolina. Used it many years, and it has served me well. And I'm using my MFJ Versa tuner, the MFJ 949E antenna tuner, but I have it direct to my beam. I've got a Mosley Classic 33 beam, which is up a little over 60 feet on a tower above the house, and I've got my beam pointed at a heading of about 330 degrees, which is a little bit northwest of here. Should be pointed right into Southern California. And see if they're still talking. They must have finished their QSO. I was hoping I'd be able to hook up with that guy there in California. Had everything pointed in his direction, but seems like he's gone, so let's tune around a little bit, see if we can hear anything. Well, where'd you go there, bud?
Seek your contest. WA6 Unite. Hello CQ, CQ, CQ. Calling CQ. Hello CQ, CQ, CQ. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey Alpha 6 United Radio Yankee. WA6URY, near Los Angeles, calling CQ and standing by.
WA6URY, WA6URY, this is X-Ray Echo 1 stroke in 4 LBW in Chapala, Mexico, over.
Yeah, okay, XE1 portable N4 LBW in New Mexico, in Mexico, from Whiskey Alpha 6 United Radio Yankee. Okay, thanks for the call. The beam is really not in your direction, but I'll try to turn it a little more towards Mexico here. Maybe this, a little bit more, but still I'll turn it a little bit east, but maybe better just get back. Just a little bit, I don't know. I'll check it next time around. Thanks for the call. Name is Dan, Delta America Norway, and I'll give you a report on the next transmission. I was calling CQ with my voice recorder, and I wondered if the CQ sounded okay. I guess it did. That's why you called me. Interesting to use it on this ICOM 7100. Name is Dan, Delta America Norway. Again, located near Los Angeles. XE1 portable N4 LBW. WA6 United Radio Yankee.
Okay, WA6 United Radio Yankee, this is X-Ray Echo 1 stroke in 4 LBW, and I've got you 5.8, a good strong 5.8 here in Chapala, Mexico. We're in the state of Jalisco, right on the north shore of Lake Chapala, Mexico, and your CQ sounded great. It was a good, strong, solid signal, and I had no problem at all. And That's the reason I came right back to you. I'm running a little ICOM 707. Wait a minute. 707. That's right. ICOM 707. I've had this thing many years, and just thought I'd hook it up to see how it was working this afternoon. Just 100 watts, the rig with the stock microphone that came on it, and I'm using a Mosley Classic 33 beam, 4-element beam, and it should be pointed your way. It's up about a little over 60 feet here, and we got pretty blue sky, perfect, no clouds in the sky, and the temperature right now is 73 degrees outside, 73 degrees, and we're on Central Time. The time now is 4:48 p.m. So that's the conditions here. Thanks so much for coming back to my call. Back to you, Dan. WA6URY. This is X-Ray Echo 1 stroke N4 LBW. Over.
Okay, XE1/N4 LBW from WA6URY. Okay, fine, got all of that. Would you give me your name, please? Your name and how far south of the border are you? Go ahead.
Okay, fine business, Dan. Fine business. The name here is Gary. It's Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee, Gary. And it takes me about 12 hours to drive from Laredo in a southwesterly direction to get to our location right here. And if you were to look at the map and look for the big lake in Chapala, the Lake Chapala, it's the largest freshwater lake in Mexico, and it's down in the central part of Mexico toward the Pacific side. Over.
Okay, very fine, Gary. XE1/N4 LBW WA6URY. Okay, you came up that time. You're since I turned the beam a little more in direction. You're 5'9" plus about 10. Did I come up at all? Go ahead.
Oh yes, Dan, that made a big difference there. You're at least 5'9" plus 10 over right now.
Okay, great. That's encouraging. Thank you, Gary. Very fine on your rig there. Well, it's doing a fine job, and with your classic 33, I think you've had 4-element beam there. Well, it's doing a good job, and very fine. Yeah, I'm running here an ICOM 7100, and as I said, I used the voice recorder for the first time on the CQ, and I was glad that you came back to me, so I guess it's working okay. I am running an amp about, right now I'm not driving it very hard, about 800 watts or so PEP to Tokyo high power. And the antenna is a 3-element stepper up at about 70 feet or so, Gary. And Gary, I'm operating remote from Tokyo, so it's now 7:51 on Monday morning here in Tokyo. But I'm transmitting from Southern California, as I mentioned. So, and the sun just came up, but it's cloudy today. Expecting some rain maybe in the late afternoon, evening, but up till today the weather's been very nice for the last few days, but we're going to have some rain, it looks like, today, later in the day, so, and cloudy, so not so nice today, but enjoy the other days previous to this one. So, what time are you copying? I'm about ready actually to go to breakfast here, but I thought I'd call CQ and see how this voice recorder works before having my first cup of coffee here. XE1/N4 LBW WA6 United Radio Yankee remote in Tokyo.
Okay, fine business, Dan. Solid copy. You're still holding up beautifully. Your signal is a good 5'9" plus here into Chapala, Mexico. And that is very interesting. You're operating remote from Tokyo. That is amazing. This is the first time I believe I've ever talked to anyone on the actual radio who was in Tokyo. I've talked to some Japanese stations on the CQ 100 on the internet, but it's amazing. Well, I still haven't talked all the way to Tokyo since we're talking to a station that's in California, but it is still amazing to me, the technology and how well you sound through that system there. And I looked your call sign up on QRZ, and it says your location in California, you're about 1,312 miles from my location according to QRZ, and a bearing of about 319 degrees there. So I touched up my antenna and I pointed it right about that bearing. So hopefully we're doing about as well as we can with a 100-watt station and a beam there. But it's doing really well, and goodness, I won't hold you up. It's been a real pleasure talking to you. You said you haven't had breakfast yet, so don't want to hold you up, but thanks again. And I hope I've answered all of your questions. If I didn't on this final, you can tell me. Okay, back to you, Dan. WA6URY. This is X-ray Echo 1 stroke N4 LBW. Over.
C1/N4LBW for WA6URY. Copy. About 10 over 9 now, so whatever you picked up with the antenna and so on is very good. Sounds really, really good. So I'm wondering a couple questions before I go to breakfast. Do you operate regularly from Mexico, or is this kind of a one-time trip there, or what brought you to Mexico, and are you active from your, what is your home QTH? Go ahead.
Okay, fine business, Dan. WA6URY. This is X-ray Echo 1 stroke N4 LBW. Well, Dan, I'm from North Carolina, from Marion, North Carolina, in the western part of the state, and that's my home and where I was brought up and lived most of my life in North Carolina. But after I retired, we bought a home down here in Mexico, and so we go back and forth between North Carolina and Mexico, and right now I think we're going to probably be spending more and more of our time here in Mexico, and the reason is the weather's beautiful, expenses are less, and we just enjoy the fact that our money goes a little farther down here. So we'll probably be making this home more of the time than North Carolina. But we still own property there in North Carolina and still go back there a couple of times a year. So back to you, Dan. WA6URY. This is X-ray Echo 1 stroke N4 LBW.
Okay, very fine, Gary. Thanks for the details at WA6URY returning. Okay, and very fine. Do you still have your station in North Carolina, so that you still get on there also as well, or only now from Mexico? And how do you spell the name of the city where your QTH? How do you spell the name of that city, please? Go ahead.
Okay, now the city in North Carolina is Marion, Marion the Swamp Fox. That's who it was named after. The patriot of the Revolutionary War era, Marion. But the city here is Chapala in Mexico, is Charlie Hotel Alpha Papa Alpha Lima Alpha, Chapala, and it's in the state of Jalisco. That's Juliet Alpha Lima India Sierra Jalisco Charlie Oscar. Jalisco is the way it's pronounced here. Back to you, Dan. This is X-ray Echo 1 stroke N4 LBW. Over.
Okay, well, thank you for all the information there. Very fine. I just wanted to put it in the log there. And the last question, do you still operate from North Carolina? Do you still have a rig there? Go ahead.
Well, when I drive back, I have an HF rig in Mobile, and I operate Mobile. But I don't have anything set up there now. I brought it all down here. Over.
Okay, I guess my amp dropped out here. Let me see if I can fix that. Sometime if I don't trigger it. Oh, there it came back on now. Okay. Maybe it did drop out after all. So, okay, very fine. Great. Okay, well, I appreciate the info there. And it sounds like you're enjoying your life there in Mexico. Mexico, and yeah, I understand the funds go a little farther there in Mexico, I would imagine, so that makes life a little easier as well. So great. Very fine then. So, but that's a long way from North Carolina. So you said 12 hours or something from Texas, so another at least the same amount from North Carolina. So that's quite a drive for you. So, you have the mobile rig too, as you said. So yeah, you can keep in contact with that. I understand. Okay, great. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm a little breakfast, but I do appreciate the short call there and giving me reassurance that my voice recorder seems to be working as I'm expecting. Hi. So, very fine, Gary. I wish you a good, let's see, your time now is something like, oh, 4, I think you mentioned it, 4 something, almost 5 o'clock your time now. So, your day is kind of on the way out now. Not exactly, but mine is just beginning. Hi. So, okay, great. Thanks for the short chat. I do appreciate the call and the info, and maybe I'll write to you again in Mexico, or maybe when you're in Mobile on the way back or whatever, Gary. Thanks for the contact, and hope we work again sometime. Maybe I will work you from Japan as the 7J1 Alpha Bravo Delta, which I'm active also here from Japan. So, but I operate maybe 70% CW and 30% phone, something like that. Hi. Thank you, Gary. XE1/N4LBW in Chapala, Mexico, WA6 United Radio Yankee. Thank you, Gary.
Okay, Dan, fine business there. And before you leave, are you actually in Tokyo or in a city nearby? Well, what is your actual location? Over.
Okay, I'm actually in what is considered the metropolitan Tokyo, which has 23 wards, and I'm in one of those wards. So, yes, I am in the city of Tokyo. Go ahead.
Okay, man, that's amazing. Well, you take care, Dan, and I sure hope to be able to talk to you again. I really have enjoyed this, and thanks so much for the contact. Have a real good day there in Japan. WA6URY, this is X-Ray Echo 1 stroke N4LBW, and I'll be clear, 73.
Okay, Gary, yeah, incidentally, of course, having my station in California, I still get back there once or twice a year. But I basically live here in Tokyo, so kind of like your situation from what you explained to me. So from that point, we have some similarities there, but I wonder what distance separates me and my hometown compared to yours, maybe. But anyway, okay, thanks, Gary. Enjoy the short chat, and hope you enjoy your life. Continue to enjoy your life there in Mexico. Hope we can run to you again, maybe on some of the other bands as well. XE1 portable or /N4LBW, WA6URY, remote in Tokyo. Good morning from Tokyo, Garrett.
Good morning. Well, that was quite interesting. His actual, he was operating from Tokyo, but he had his radio keyed into an actual transmitter in California, which was picking up the signal from Tokyo and rebroadcasting it out. So here in Chapala, Mexico, according to QRZ, we were 1,312 miles from his transmitter, which is in California. And he actually was in Tokyo. So that was a quite interesting conversation there. Just wanted to give you a little example of what you can do with ham radio there, Greg. And I'm just tickled to death. This thing seems to be working great. That was a good signal from California. All right. With that, I'm going to say 73s, and I hope you enjoyed the little short demonstration.